Twin Valley Sports brings you a look into Clay Center Tiger boys basketball. Hi everyone, I'm Rocky Downing, voice of the Clay Center Tigers on KCLY Radio, and joined now by the head coach of the Tigers, Zac Malcolm, the 6-0 at the time of our taping, Clay Center Tigers. And Coach, congratulations on a great early season run thus far.
Yeah, thank you. It's been pretty amazing. I haven't had a whole lot of time to sit back and really reflect on it, but you know, it's been pretty fun for sure.
I can remember after the first scrimmage, the first interview we did for TV. You know, Zach and I talk each week, of course, with the high school games on the radio, but we were talking about the scrimmage and about what the season was going to be, and you were excited. We about went one-on-one at the end of the interview. But you also said, I'm excited. I think we've got potential to be pretty good. I don't really know exactly how it's going to get going. Could you have scripted anything like this thus far?
I was talking to some people earlier. I said, if I was scripting things, it would be a little bit different. We would have won every game by 20, and we would have came out strong in every game. But honestly, the outcome overall, no, you can't ask for anything more. I mean, obviously, my guys have come out and they've played as hard as they possibly can every minute that they're out on the floor, and that's all you ever really ask for.
So. A lot of people will say, and I know as coaches, if your guys make mistakes at 100%, you're going to accept them. Now, if they make the same mistakes over and over, that's one thing. But that's one thing your guys have done, though. They've come out every night. They've gotten after it. They've had no quit in them. When they've fallen behind, they've battled back. Early in the games, late in the games, we've now found out. It's been fun to see this group come together.
Yeah, they're really a gritty group. And like you say, if you don't want to make the same mistakes over and over again, I think we've handled that fairly well. I mean, shot selection early was kind of shaky, and we talked about that, and they've really improved that. But they're going 100%, that's for sure, all the time.
Defense has led to offense more often than not over the years of basketball, but in this year, we've seen this team come out in the second half every game, Coach. Every third quarter, you guys have come out and spread the gap. Now, I know you fell behind against Wamego eventually, but even at the start of the second half, good things.
Well, obviously, Rocky, that's all coaching. That's all me. I mean, basically, now they come out and they know they're smart basketball players, and smart basketball players know that the third quarter is crucial. I mean, you come out after break and you've got to get some momentum going for the second half. If you allow the other team to come out and do that, then you're putting yourself in a hole, and we know that, and the players all know that, and a lot of times I don't have to say that, and that's one of the great things about this team, is that they know all these things. A lot of times, I mean, I'll mention it, but I know they already know it, and sometimes I don't even have to mention it, and they're already on top of it. And for instance, at the end of the Wamego game, I mean, Eric was walking down the court with 20 seconds left, and he was already calling the play that I was going to call in the timeout after that. So, I mean, it's wonderful to have a group of guys that are that smart and that with it, and they know what's going on. So.
And Coach can joke a bit if he wants to. There is something to that halftime and to that coaching for teams to come out and respond the way this group has thus far this season. I want to talk a little bit about the guys, and I'll finish with a little look back at the Wamego game, and that's one people are going to remember for a long, long time. Colby Swing is a name we don't get a chance to see in the box score very often, but I'm going to tell you, talk about a guy that goes 100%. If there was a category for tip passes, I think your team would lead the league right now, because it seems like they may not get a steal, he may not get every rebound or steal, but he keeps a lot of basketballs alive, or disrupts a lot of offense from the other team.
Oh yeah, definitely. He's what I like to call my grease man. He does all the little things that you want guys to do, and he works hard all the time. And like I say, he knows what his role is. I mean, he understands that he's not going to go out and score 15 points in a ball game, but he may go out and get 3 steals. He may go out and get 2 assists. He may go out and get 5 rebounds, 2 of those on the offensive end, and kick them back out for another possession.
Right.
And that's the type of thing that he gives you, and you've got to have a guy like that on your team, and for him to be, he's so unselfish and grateful for the opportunity to do what he's been able to do this year, and you love kids like that.
I want to couple 2 together, Joe Weethorn and Ryan Gearhand, and I think, in my own opinion, this early season success may stem on the fact that they had more productivity than I think I expected anyway out of them. I knew they'd be a part of the rotation, but they truly have come in and been productive when they've had minutes.
Definitely. And on the defensive end, I mean, Ryan gets his hands on a lot of passes too. He's playing passing lanes and he rebounds, and Joe rebounds really well. And they're hard-nosed guys, and they work. And again, they understand their role. They know where they fit in. And Joe's really starting to grow into a bigger role on the team. And you know, who knows down the road what that's going to end up looking like. And if we get Cord back, you know, he may be able to come outside of the lane a little bit more than what he's having to do right now. But those two guys have definitely produced to a high level.